Hello and welcome back to another session by Gravy on Narratives. Today we're going to talk about the recent violence in Parachinar, started on July 7, 2024. It was triggered by clashes between Sunni and Shia tribes over a land dispute, resulting in 13 deaths and 90 injuries initially. Despite claims of ceasefire, violence resumed, causing shortage of essential supplies. The conflict spread across various areas, with initial clashes in Boshera escalating to other regions due to a gunman firing on a council discussing a land dispute. According to reports by local members of Peace Committee, the conflict arose between Maleekhel, a Shia-majority tribe, and Madgi Kalay, a Sunni-majority tribe, over a tract of land in Boshera village situated 15 kilometers south of Parachinar city. It was a piece of agricultural land originally owned by the Shia tribe, which they had leased to the Sunni tribe for farming purpose. The lease was supposed to end this July, but when the time came, they refused to return the land, leading to fighting. The reported casualties by now include 49 dead and 200 injured, with attempts at ceasefire failing repeatedly. The region's strategic location as a route from Pakistan to Kabul has made it a focal point for conflicts. By the presence of Sunni militant groups targeting Shia communities, the area has a history of violence, including a significant sectarian war in 2007 and a deadly bomb blast in 2017. Several factors contribute to the crisis in Parachinar, such as deep-rooted mistrust between Sunni and Shia communities, extremist influence from religious schools, external militant, and the lack of civil society presence in peace-building efforts. The recent wave of violence is part of a pattern of sectarian conflict in the region, with efforts to broker peace led by local leaders and police, but short-lived ceasefire. The Grand Jirga, a gathering of tribal elders along with civilian and security officials, met in Parachinar, the main city in Kurram district. They held an hour-long meeting on Wednesday, after which ceasefire was agreed upon by all stakeholders until October 5th. It is closer to Afghanistan's capital, Kabul, than any major city in Pakistan, but also borders Afghanistan's host, Paktia, Logar, and Nangarhar province, which are considered havens for anti-Shia armed groups such as ISIL and TTP, which plays a very big role in what is happening in Parachinar right now. Schools in Parachinar remained closed, while markets saw little activity. The closure of roads led to shortage of food and other necessary items, making it difficult for anyone needing to leave town in case of emergency. The fighting resulted in the closure of the mobile data network. There was no internet access or mobile net access. Adding to this, Iran's foreign ministry spokesman Nasser Kanani has condemned the situation, calling it a terrorist attack targeting the Shias of the Parachinar region in Pakistan. He also called them takfiri, to which Pakistani Foreign Office spokesperson Mumtaz Zahra Baloch replied in a press briefing that Pakistan's commitment to citizen safety and regional stability is its priority. As said by her, Pakistan is responsible for the protection of its citizens, and the Iranian statement on Parachinar is unwarranted, lacking a comprehensive understanding of the situation. And also replying to that, she also kind of indirectly mentioned what happened to that Hamas guy in Iran and how they're looking forward to Iran investigating that incident. Kind of a under the table comment. But that's what's happening in Parachinar right now. The situation is really, for now, there's a ceasefire and it's all in control, but I don't think it's going anywhere for now. This thing will come back, because I've noticed something. I think Kurram is the only agency where there are technically the only agency where there are Shias and majority, that they like 42%, more than 42% of Shias in that area, and it has always been really violent. I mean, they're always fighting with each other. They've always hurt them under a curfew or something, always, in some kind of a fight. Even in places like Hangu, the Shia Sunni, especially the procession ones, and I've generally noticed that people from these areas have a certain hatred for the Shias as well. And yeah, that's about it. Shah, what do you think?
Yeah, so I think we're going to do this show half in Urdu, half in English, however feasible. And if anyone watching would like to join, please do join. The stream yard link is there. We would appreciate if there were guests and they were to join and have their opinion. तो मुझे तो ऐसा लगता है इसके अंदर कि this is much more than a Shia and a Sunni feud. What you've kind of witnessing is layers of issues. If you think about it, where people have reported that because this is a Shia-dominated area, जहाँ तक मुझे पता है, अगर किसी को maybe you know a bit more details in regards to the dynamics of the area compared to I would. बट जहाँ तक मुझे एरिया का पता लगा वहाँ पे सुन्नी सेक्ट जो है वो माइनॉरिटी के अंदर है and the feud was originally in terms of a land, and it very, very clearly spread into sectarian violence where it was played upon. Now, should we consider this to be sectarian violence? Should we consider this to be a regional conflict? Should we consider this to be no different to जिस तरीके से तौहीन रसालत का इल्ज़ाम लग जाता है, उसी तरीके से कई दफ़ा sectarian issues के अंदर भी हमने observe किया है, where somebody would go and target somebody by claiming that it's disrespectful to their sect. वो शिया भी हो सकते हैं, वो सुन्नी भी हो सकते हैं. What do you think? जी.
Personally, I think it is मतलब किसको कोई जो भी शक्ल दे कि नहीं ये तो ये वाला मसला, ये तो वो वाला मसला है. At the end of the day, the core of the problem is the Shia-Sunni thing. I mean, you cannot deny it. They like, even if you speak to them, like if you speak to a Sunni from that area, they use Shia as some kind of a cuss word. Like they use it like, oh, you Shia, like, you know, it's really weird. And I don't know much Shias from that side, but Sunnis, yes, they do that. So it is there. They do, but yes, it's misused. But of course, it's there. At the end of the day, it is a Shia Sunni thing. I mean, people can give it a lot of names that, oh, it doesn't happen. All over Pakistan, there is a Shia Sunni प्रॉब्लम गोइंग ऑन. अब अगर कोई मुझे ये कहे कि लैंड डिस्प्यूट था तो इसमें शिया सुन्नी वाली सिचुएशन नहीं है, शिया सुन्नी वाली सिचुएशन है क्योंकि वो यूज हो रहा है. एट कोर इट इज अ शिया सुन्नी प्रॉब्लम. हाँ, उसके लिए लोग बहाने ढूंढते हैं. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल कश्मीर के हिस्टोरिक वो में अगर आप जाओ तो वहां पे भी 10 साइकिल्स ऑफ तराज शिया जो है, जो शियों के साथ हुआ है, 10 डिफरेंट साइकिल्स में उनका सलफियों ने उनके साथ जो किया है, मतलब अनलाइव थे, उनके लिए भी यही थे. कभी एक चीज पे वो, कभी मेरी गली में क्यों आया, मेरे घर पे क्यों खाया, मेरे ये, तो इसी को बहाना बना के ना फिर एक दूसरे के ऊपर वो वायलेंस शुरू हो जाता था. नाउ यू कैन से कि ये तो इस वजह से हुआ था, but it's a fact that they were just looking for excuses. But anyway, I have some a video speaks for the situation. I'm gonna play it right now.
So give a bit of a background in terms of what this exactly is. So this is a call between, this is a voice note of. You're not audible.
Is it not audible?
No, it's not audible.
Yeah, okay. So I'll just give you overview of what he's saying. He's calling all the Sunni tribes to come to this specific area, Satin, I think, where he's saying that we will, unalive the Shias because they have disrespected our Sahabas and stuff like that. So they're
No,
literally calling for murder in on voice notes. So I don't see how people say ये शिया सुनी मसला नहीं है, ये है शिया सुनी मसला, ये बहुत बड़ा शिया सुनी
ये
मसला।
है किसके बीच में, ये किसकी कॉल है?
ये मुझे नहीं पता, ये आई थिंक किसी मुल्ला की होगी, लेकिन ये किसी का वॉइस नोट है जिसमें वो ये बोल रहा है। हंगू में उन एम्बुलेंसेस पे क्या चीज?
This voice note is everywhere on social media.
Yeah, it's on Facebook. I found it on Facebook. So there is this other video जिसमें एक एम्बुलेंस में शिया जख्मियों को लेके जा रहे हैं और हंगू पे वहां पे लोगों ने उसमें पथराव शुरू कर दिया. They're not letting them go. So I mean, if it's not a Shia Sunni problem, what does the Hangu Lord have to do with that situation, right?
No, I understand that. लेकिन the thing is कि जिस तरह तो हीने रसालत इस्लाम के साथ तो obviously ताल्लुक होता ही है, but people kind of misuse these things to basically bring it at times. But obviously the conflict is there, इसी वजह से तो वो उसे use करते हैं.
हाँ, like I said, yes, it's there, but the hatred is also there. वो ये नहीं कह सकता कि ये शिया सुन्नी है. Excuse वो चाहिए होता है जब बंदे को मौका मिल जाता है, so they do whatever they consider right, which is completely मतलब how can you decide somebody who has to live and who is gonna die just because they believe on a different sect? मुझे याद है एक दफा मुझे भी धमकियां दी गई थी because कुछ लोगों की नजर में I don't know why they thought that I was Shia, even though I don't really believe in sects. I'm consider myself Muslim, but if I have to, I will be most probably a Sunni because I pray like a Sunni. My family is Sunni, and most of the stuff I do it like a Sunni. And even I've given death threats, and I was surprised. That was one experience that now I kind of sympathize with the Shias in Pakistan because I know what it feels like. Like वो तो ऑनलाइन था तो, लेकिन मुझे फुल ऑन रोड पे ड्रैग करने की धमकियां दी गई, मेरे सुनी भाई तुम्हें रोड पे ड्रैग करेंगे, वो मतलब इट वाज रियली स्कैरी thinking if it was happening in real life. And I'm not talking about जाहिल लोग, मैं ऐसे लोगों की बात नहीं कर रही जो गांव से उठ के आते हैं. ये प्रॉपर सिटीज में रहने वाले एजुकेटेड लोग हैं. लाहौर, कराची, इस्लामाबाद, पेशावर, यहाँ के रहने वाले लोग थे जो इस तरह की बातें कर रहे थे. On the other hand, the same people were talking about human rights and who doesn't have to live and what Hindutva is doing with the Muslims, and yet they were giving a girl in Pakistan death threats because they thought that she was Shia. So उस सिचुएशन में भी शायद वो मिसयूज ही कर रहे थे, बट वो यूज तो कर रहे थे. वो सिचुएशन यूज तो हो रही थी. पता तो है उनको कि इस चीज को यूज करके वो लोगों की सिंपैथीज ले सकते हैं.
हाँ, so why do you think there is a sectarian divide within the communities? Lack of education or what? क्योंकि शिया और सुन्नी जब से exist करते हैं एक दूसरे को काफिर तो ये साबित कर नहीं सके. So why is it so?
If I speak about what's happening in Parachinar, it all started with the whole Cold War thing. जब वो अफगानिस्तान में जो कोल्ड वॉर हुई है तो मेजॉरिटी जो अफगान तालिबान और वहाँ पे जो भी था वो they used to come to Parachinar, which was a majority Shia area. मतलब तो उससे सिचुएशन बहुत एस्केलेट हुई है. उससे पहले सच इतना वहाँ पर वायलेंस नहीं था, लेकिन जब से वो कोल्ड वॉर वाले जो आफ्टर इफेक्ट्स हैं वो अभी तक वहाँ पे पड़े हुए हैं. लेकिन जहाँ तक शिया सुन्नी की बात है, I think for the longest of time Shia and Sunnis were living very peacefully, but then all these militants and these groups came and everybody decided to join one party, and then everybody decided that they can just use it as a weapon and drag anyone on the road whenever they want. And it's sad. It's so sad because all these people have so much energy to drag someone from another sect, but they can't be bothered to go, somewhere else. It's just the bloodthirst or a different sect. It's just beyond me. It's just I don't understand. Like, why? Why does it matter कि दूसरा बंदा क्या सोचता है?
हम दूसरी चीज़ ये मैंने ये बात ऑब्जर्व की है, ज़्यादातर जो लोग हैं, जो आम बंदा है, जो ये नफ़रतें करता है एक सेक्टेरियन लेवल के ऊपर, they don't really have much knowledge of their own sect. Forget about other sects. When you talk to them about why do you think Shias or Sunnis are different to each other, most of the time they would not know what the main difference is, and the kind of stuff they would say, जिस तरह की अजीब सी बातें आएंगी कि हम इस वजह से नहीं मानते, वो अक्सर औकात उस सेक्ट का उस चीज़ से कोई लेना देना ही नहीं होता है।
Yeah, वो कहते हैं शिया जो है वो अली को अपना खुदा मानते हैं, नाउज़ुबिल्लाह, that's what they say. Some of them who don't know anything about it, it's really weird to hear such stuff.
Yeah, so again उसके अंदर ignorance है, सुनी सुनाई बातें हैं। एक तो मैंने भी सुना हुआ है कि हलीम जो होती है मुहर्रम के अंदर, उसके अंदर सुन्नी बच्चों की उंगलियां डाल के पकाए जाते हैं। तो लेकिन मुझे
थूक का भी क्या है? थूक का भी कहते हैं, थूक का भी कहते हैं कि शियास में। So weird.
मुझे तो लगता है कि इंडिया में अक्रॉस द बॉर्डर उन्होंने जो सब मुसलमानों पे थूक जहाद का इल्जाम लगाया, वो इन्हीं से इंस्पायर होके लगाया हुआ।
हाँ, मेजॉरिटी मुसलमान तो अपने खुद ही दुश्मन है, एक दूसरे के साथ ही ऐसी करते रहते हैं। I mean, I'm not going to give a pass to Shias as well. शियाज भी कभी-कभी उनके पोस्ट वगैरह या उनकी बातें सुनो तो वो भी बहुत एक्सट्रीम लेवल क्रॉस करते हैं। सुन्नी भी पता नहीं क्या उनको ब्लड लस्ट है। The problem is with both sects.
Because the people are the same, and they want to provoke each other rather than finding out what their religion or their sect is teaching them, how they're different and what is common between them and what makes both of them Muslims. They would rather concentrate in demeaning each other, and I don't think that's
I don't think कि जो basic बंदा है वो इस चीज के बारे में इतनी परवाह करता है। I think it's more the authorities that use it a lot. Authorities is in mullah or a mufti, they usually use it a lot. I remember there was this one case somewhere in KPK. A whole house was burned down because it was Shia, and that call was given by a mullah, and I don't know what exactly happened, but that's how it happened. The whole house was burned down, the children, the women, men. It was just a sad thing to imagine.
So how I heard that the situation is kind of escalating and different authorities are being involved in that, but they haven't.
For now, it's calmed down. For now, it's calmed down. They've ceasefire for till like October 5th. अपना ही हमारा पैलेस्टाइन इजराइल चल रहा है। और अभी ये लोग वो करेंगे, जिरगे होंगे और ये लोग फिर देखेंगे कि क्या करना है। एक साइड पे जो टेक्निकली तो अगर वो जो लैंड डिस्प्यूट का जो कहानी पढ़ो तो शियास आर राइट, द सुन्नीज आर रॉन्ग। एक जमीन लीज पे दी है, जुलाई में लीज खत्म हो रहा है, जस्ट गिव इट बैक टू देम, बट दे स्टार्टेड फाइटिंग विद देम, सो the Sunnis are wrong, of course, but knowing your place and the people, they should have never given it in the first place. देने नहीं चाहिए था जब पता भी हो कि ऐसी चीजों से फसाद बनते हैं।
But overall, would you not consider कि पाकिस्तान के अंदर relatively still Shias and Sunnis do live in harmony compared to other places maybe? I don't know.
Well, not really, but I'd say out of KPK, outside of KPK, like in Punjab, Sindh, they generally have a better life. Especially, I mean, it surprises me कि किसी tribal agency में Shia जो है रह रहे हैं, because being one myself, I've never met a Shia from where I am, right? We didn't even know the difference because they didn't exist there. And it is such a dangerous place. Like you're close to the TTP, you're close to Afghanistan, where all these things are coming in. And also, so you need to know something. The fight was not just gunshots and everything. There were rockets involved. There were like proper fighting, like the whole thing. And the Sunni party mostly had a very sophisticated. So that's the policeman said. This Jirga leader said that police came really late. So the policeman said that it's not that we were late, it's just that the fighting was happening in a place where it was hard to reach. हमें पहाड़ों पे चढ़ना पड़ा, hiking करनी पड़ी. और secondly जो लड़ रहे थे उनके साथ जो असला था बहुत sophisticated था, way better than us. We could never beat them. And that's actually technically true for the tribal side. They do have very sophisticated weaponry. And
I think some of the attacks were also compared, like associated to that militia force, which is considered to be a terrorist organization. Yeah, Zanabian or something like that. I've forgotten the exact name. But again, I think the links are more, how should we say it, alleged than proven so far. So if those links are proven, then obviously Pakistan's got a huge issue coming up, because that means Shia's extremists are also now prevalent within Pakistan.
Shia, they made the Shia extremists. Shias also had a group. So जब तालिबान ने जो 4 साल का जो वो किया था Parachinar में, जिससे बहुत से लोग भागे थे, बहुत मर गए थे. I think 2000 वो था, डेथ टोल था. उसमें ये ग्रुप बना था जिसने जो है उनके अगेंस्ट टीटीपी के खिलाफ उठा था. तो that was bound to happen.
Yeah, but having a global or regional group present both for the Shias and Sunnis, which happens to be militia or armed, is kind of a recipe for disaster, if you ask me. So
I mean, honestly speaking, it's not like Sunnis will get away with everything. It was bound to happen. Like they say, Zanabian did not make the conflict made the Zanabian. And a lot of people are trying to claim that it's them who started the situation, but when you look into facts, it was not them. It was a land dispute, and let's just be honest, the Sunnis are wrong.
So I think we've kind of concluded in regards to what's happening over there. And I think we wanted to keep it short. Aaj hum thoda hi rakhna cha rahe the, because we are trying to get in a flow again. Hopefully हमारी technicalities आहिस्ता आहिस्ता बेहतर होती जा रही हैं. And we have some very good guests lined up in the coming days. So consider these to be some practice sessions. There's going to be some good conversations, good debates, which are going to emerge from this. And hopefully our viewers will be able to join very soon in live conversations. So what would be your conclusion, Maham?
It is surprisingly, मतलब मैं तो इस चीज पे हैरान होती हूँ कि हमारे पाकिस्तानी पैलेस्टाइन और इजराइल पे बहुत चीखते हैं, लाइक ओहो बहुत ज्यादती हो रही है यहाँ पे. लेकिन जब उनको पराचिनार की सिचुएशन बताओ तो उसमें वो लोग ये कह रहे थे, ओ लैंड डिस्प्यूट है, इतना मसला नहीं है, ठीक हो जाएगा, and this and that. वो तो इन लोगों ने फसाद मचाया, इन लोगों ने फसाद मचाया. Don't give me excuses. There are people dying. Like 49 dead. It's not a small number. You're counting everyone who's dying in Palestine, but you're not counting everyone who's dying at home. It's just next level. Maybe because it's Pakhtun blood. That's why it's all good. I don't know. But a lot of people, the news is not showing anything. You do not get much video clip on the internet. I could only find 2. So it's disappointing, all these people screaming for Palestine and Israel. What about the people of Parachinar? Do they don't have the right to exist? You could just scream about something that is happening like 20,000 miles away from you, but you cannot talk about something that's happening like what, 400 miles away from you. That's ridiculous, but yeah.
That's perfectly fine, but आमतौर के ऊपर पाकिस्तान के अंदर they have this habit of downplaying the conflicts which are happening at home. I don't know if that is for security concern, whether it is because they want to hide it. अब जिस तरह बलूचिस्तान के अंदर भी ये शिया सुन्नी वाला जो conflict है, that's been prevailing for decades now. हज़ारा शिया वाला अलहदा एक मसला चलता आ रहा है. उसके अलावा सराइकी बेल्ट के अंदर that again sectarian violence has been there for more than 4 or 5 decades now. So I think it's more to do with the government trying to or the authorities in Pakistan trying to basically make sure that it does not catch fire. क्योंकि ये beyond province जाने वाली चीज़ है if it goes there. But at the same time, I think they need to strike a balance. जहाँ पे चाहे वो सुन्नी हैं शिया हैं वहाबी मालकी शाफी कोई भी सेक्ट के लोग हैं, if they're actually facing some kind of a wrath or some kind of an issue, it needs to be highlighted. At the end of the day, they're all Pakistani, and on top of that they're Muslims, so their lives should matter beyond their ethnic background. And let's see how this situation develops. So go for close.
Yeah, I guess we'll wait for people for the Prime Minister of Pakistan to actually notice there is something like this happening. That's it. I guess this is all for today. Thank you for listening, everyone. Keep watching. We'll bring some new topics every other day, not every day, because we've got things to do. And keep watching. Subscribe to the channel. Send it to your friends, and stay loyal. Keep coming back. And that's it, I guess. Thank you so much. Pray for the lives in Parachinar, also Palestine, and also other Muslims, Yemen, and all those other Muslims who are going through stuff. In fact, not just Muslims, everyone, every single human being who's going through all these things. Pray to God that it gets better for them. And that's it, I guess. Thank you so much for listening. Bye-bye. Have a nice day.